Hey everybody, this is William Smith with Kentucky Traditional Leather and Forge, and what I'm planning to talk to you today about is what exactly is a blacksmith. A blacksmith is somebody who utilizes the four basic elements: fire, earth, water, and air. In the fire pot is where you've got the fire. The bellows that I'm cranking is the air. The rod that I'm heating up plus the fuel for the fire is the earth, and then the water is where I quench my metal. A blacksmith utilizes these in order to shape and forge metal to his will as he's seeking, or according to what somebody else's needs may be. Over the millennia, blacksmiths have basically been considered mythical or kind of like sorcerers using this, because the ability to control the elements or the secrets that were passed down from father to son or within the guilds, you really had to sit down and be in the right position to learn these things. The old blacksmiths used to sit down and have such mysticism to them, to where they could actually take all these elements, control them, and the people really knew it. If you take a look at mythology and the different stuff, to where you've got Zeus. Zeus was Zeus being king of the gods. His thunderbolts were made by a blacksmith. If you take a look at a lot of the different castles. Charlemagne, when he wanted to go from wooden forts to stone forts, he sat down and had the stonemasons, cut the stones to erect the forts. But it was the blacksmiths who made all the tools. When it comes to doing all of this, a blacksmith has to know exactly what he's trying to do. The fire gets too hot, he can burn the steel. He does not have enough metal, or he doesn't have enough fuel, the fire will go out. If he's looking at something that's high carbon in order to make a steel, to sit down and be strong enough, if he doesn't have the water, he's not going to be able to, if you want to say, stop that heat that's in there for the right element. If he doesn't have the wind, he's not going to be able to crank it up in order to heat his metal. So, just what is a blacksmith? A blacksmith is somebody who utilizes all these elements for a needed project or for a needed task. Here in a few minutes, I'm going to sit down and pull up my old traveler set. I'm going to, it basically needs a good cleaning, put together for Kurt, and I'd like for you guys to join along. Alright everybody, this is my traveling set that I basically use to teach my apprentices with. Apprentice, anybody who's learning how to blacksmith. From my Rivers forge to my 98-pound mouse hole anvil, then small little post vise. What we're doing here is we're trying to we pulled them out of storage and trying to kind of get them updated, clean, make sure that they're good and usable. What we're utilizing is oil, a brush, and a rack. You don't want to grind these things down. These things have lasted for hundreds of years because of how blacksmiths take care of them. When you've got a little bit of rust on an item, for it, all you got to do is take a little bit of oil, put it on your rag. Now, if it doesn't have a buildup, you can just simply go on over, bring that out, and what that does is that creates a patina, which is a protective layer on the tool. If I'm setting down, oiling up the forge here, to be able to work, because it is, crank driven, any of the oil left extra on my hands or anything from the shop towel, every now and then just pick up a hammer, you know, basically put it on there, and that helps protect it. If you've got too much rust, you can sit down and take wire brush. You'll have a little bit of the brown that's on there. Go over it. Ready to go. These three items sit down and make up what I basically call a blacksmith's triangle. The forge, the anvil, and the post vise. These items are not necessarily purchased by a blacksmith, but what they are, or I mean not made by a blacksmith, they're purchased by a blacksmith. Or he's given to them in trade, or he sits down, finds them, and works off, you know, in order to get them. The set that I've got here, I've had for going on 10 years now. The let's see, the forge I got from when I was an apprentice working with Jim Rich. The anvil I got up at Quad State, and this specific post vise I think I got on Craigslist around here. So about the only thing that's here that is not part of this is what a apprentice would use. That constitutes sledgehammer. Instead of utilizing my 25-pound trip hammer that I've got, what we're going to do is we're going to set this up, and Kurt's going to be, you know, act as my trip hammer for a while. That way he's learning how to, you know, a master and apprentice works. And we'll make another video of this a little bit later on, you know, taking care of, you know, the metal and then rehandling things. So that's what I've got here, you know, working on this week. Kurt's basically going to build a anvil stand that's going to come up. We'll get his first fire in the fire pot here of the forge, and we're going to find somewhere that we're going to mount this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach him exactly which order they go in, and we're going to get them started. So thanks a lot for joining me during this video. Be sure to subscribe, like, and follow us on YouTube, and if you would, you know, also follow us on Facebook, same name, Kentucky Traditional Leather and Forge. Thank you very much.